welcome to today's webinar. We're going to talk about the OrCam Learn DSA, which is an all-in-one handheld portable text-to-speech device, which I'll show you, which is here, but I'm going to actually switch cameras now. So yeah, here's the overview of the device and other the case that it comes with as well. Just for a bit of perspective, we've got a pen to show you how big the device is. Device, so you can take it anywhere. It's really, really light. It's about the size of, as you can see, a pen or like a highlighting pen. I'll talk you through the device in a second, but essentially it's a text-to-speech device, so you can scan any text and convert it into speech. So it's ideal for those individuals that have difficulties with accessing just general text-based materials. It comes with a little case as well. I'll show what's inside the case as well. So inside the case, you come with some earphones, earbuds, and also a USB-C charger. At the top here, you've got a 3mm jack where you can actually input the earphones, but it also connects via Bluetooth to earbuds and also any smart devices as well. Let me just switch this on so you've got it working. There you go, it's on now. Just do a bit of an overview of the device. Let's move that out of the way. So yeah, in terms of the device, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of it so you can see how it kind of works. I'll do a few demonstrations as well so you can see how it works in real time. So at the top, you've got a USB-C charger port, so you just connect into that and it will charge once it's on the computer or via the plug that it actually comes with as well. It doesn't connect to the internet, so it's GDPR compliant as well, and it doesn't store any data. So if there's any concerns about that, it's not a problem with this device. And it's also exam board approved, so you can use it as like a general reading device or in exams settings as well. You've got the on-off switch there, which I've just pressed on. You've got the light indicators there that just represent what battery life is left. It takes about 40 minutes to charge it from flat. It lasts about 3.5 to 4 hours continuous use as well. So when you take a break, plug it in to charge it, and it'll be ready for you when you get back after your break. We've had it at events and it's been used all day, and we've not had to charge it once, but yeah, just so that you can charge it quite quickly. At the front here, you've got some tactile buttons here. You've got the plus and the minus. They have a few different functions, really. So you can either navigate between text or you can use it as like to increase the volume, those sorts of things as well. The OrCam Learn also has voice commands as well. So as you would do for like your smart speaker, you say, "Hey, smart speaker." You can actually change some of the settings, such as like the pauses between words. You can change like the speed, the reading rate, those sorts of things as well. So there's loads of different customizable features within it as well. You've got the trigger button here. So this basically used to capture text. It has another feature as well, which allows you to pause the text when it's reading. But I'll show you that when we do the demonstration. At the bottom here, you've got the speaker and the green light here. The green light means it's just in general reading mode. When it's exam mode, it turns orange as well. So the invigilator knows that the device is will not connect to any of those like Bluetooth devices, that sort of thing as well. But like I said before, it's GDPR compliant. It doesn't store any data on the device. So yeah, it should be okay for that as well. Okay, I'm going to show you the front of the device as well. You've got a light sensor there, and you've also got 2 laser pointers here. You've got the frame mode and the single pointer mode as well. So I'll show you how those work. Basically, the frame mode is for capturing large amounts of text, and the single pointer mode is for like single word reading. So that's more time to support those who have difficulties with like phonological processing, remembering the pronunciation of kind of like new or unfamiliar words. You've got a flash here as well. That can be changed. You can automate that, or you can actually turn it off. I've kept on automatic. Purposes of my room could be quite dark at times, but we've actually got some sunshine going through, so it should be okay. And then we've got the camera there as well, which captures all of the text when you're using it. So that's just a bit of an overview of the device there. So let me bring in my first example here. Got some big dense textbooks. So sensuous psychology is science. I like reading. Wednesday afternoon. I'll turn to a page that's got a bit of dense text there. So there we go. There we go. We use this. So this is just a bit of an example of like how much text or the type of text that students are going to be exposed to in study. So this is fairly dense academic reading material. It's also white text, black text on white background as well, which a lot of individuals who experience like visual stress, Erling syndrome, they find that difficult to kind of access. So again, using a pen like the OrCam Learn is going to help them overcome those issues. So first of all, I'm going to show you the frame mode. I'm going to click on the trigger button here, and what you'll see is a frame appear. And what you've got here is basically the option to kind of push in to kind of like condense how much text you capture, or come all the way out to capture multiple pages. So what it's done there is actually turned itself off. So there's a safety feature within the device. So these lasers are actually class 1 safety lasers, but there is a safety feature in it which will actually turn that off after 5 seconds, but obviously we don't advise you to point it in anybody's faces. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is capture a bit of text, a chunk of text there. Click.
And behavior, something akin to the surface underlying structure distinction may apply to.
So what I've done there is I've just paused it. So very quickly, it's captured that chunk of text there. So there's other devices on the market that require the individual to kind of highlight sentence by sentence, and that can take a long time. And especially if you've got individuals who have like attention issues or have issues with like fine motor control, like dyslexia, dyspraxia, those sorts of things, it can be difficult for them to kind of operate devices like this. With the OrCam Learn, it's a lot easier because you just literally point and you capture a large amount of text. Like I said, I've just captured the text, but I pressed pause by double tapping that, and you could probably hear a light beeping there. So it just shows it's in pause mode. So that's a good feature if you're reading and you want to take notes. So you can capture the text, pause it, take notes, and then double tap to resume.
Reprehension of behavior as tolerant and other freedom.
So I've just double tapped again to pause. I'll show you how these 2 buttons here, so the plus and minus, work. So you can actually navigate through the text by using plus or minus. You can either go forward or go backwards. And I'm going to unpause it, and hopefully you'll be able to kind of hear it jumping around the text. I'm going to go forwards now.
Just mostly described.
And then you can go backwards as well.
Right, as a series of particular movements.
Okay, so that's a really great feature. It allows individuals to kind of like navigate through text, or text that's just not really important to them at that moment in time. Like I said, you can not just capture just like small chunks of text, you can actually capture multiple pages. You can capture 2 pages side by side. We have had this capturing three A4 pages side by side as well, so just capture large amounts of information. I said earlier about it doesn't store any information. It only stores information in the moment that you're using the device, and once you come out of that, the reading mode, then it just completely erases any data from memory. So like I said, it's GDPR compliant in that respect as well. So that's how it can kind of access just general text-based hard copy material. I'll show you how it works with like other text as well. So I've got a bit of an example of something that you probably have in your home, a Boots ibuprofen tablets box. And as you can see, this is, as you can see by the light is shining on it, it's laminate, it's silver backed, it's black text on silver background. There's different kind of color text on there as well. And what I'll do is I'll use the OrCam to kind of read that small text in the corner there. It doesn't tend to have any issues with like small text. It will read from like font size 4 onwards, and it'll even read large signs, like even road signs as well, it will read. But let me just show you how it works here.
Read all of the employees need. Click for full instructions.
There you go. So that's how it can read small text as well. So if you've got individual students using or working with small text, or working like in a pharmaceutical setting as well, it's ideal for them to kind of access the text and read information on these kind of like smaller fonts as well. So that's an example. And it would also read the tiny leaflet inside it as well. The OrCam also reads digital text, and I'm just going to turn my camera around to face my other screen here. So this is the OrCam website. I'm going to get my computer in there. There you go. So you've got an idea. So I've got a real digital. Here we go. So just 1 second. There we go. So I've got the OrCam website up for the OrCam Learn DSA. And what I'll do is actually you can use it to read digital text. So from like smartphones or like tablets or even computer screens that I'm going to do now. What you won't see is the frame, but you will see the laser pointer in the middle. So as long as you generally point the laser in the direction of the text, it should capture it, no problem. So I'm going to do that. Tap on there.
Supporting students with learning challenges through DSA, OrCam Learn is a game-changing.
So that's how it can kind of capture text digitally. I'll just try a different section as well, so you've got an idea. Different texts, different backgrounds, those sorts of things. There we go.
You can apply for disabled students allowance DSA if you live in England and have a disability.
There you go. So that's how it can also work if you're using it for digital text. I'm going to switch back to my other example as well and show you the other options, the other mode. So we show you the frame pointer mode, which captures large amounts of text. But what I'm going to show you now is the single pointer mode. So the single pointer mode is basically a feature that allows you to capture singular words. So if you're working with individuals that have difficulties with like the pronunciation of words or unfamiliar words, if they've got issues with phonological processing, those sorts of things, this is a great tool to help them with to help them overcome those issues. So what I'll do is to switch between modes, you press and hold the plus and minus together. And hear a little beep. And then what I'll do is I'll display the pointer on the text, and what you can see is a little cursor appear. And again, what it will do, let me just turn it off there. It obviously has that 5-second safety mode. So if you hold it down for 5 seconds, it will dissipate. But also, actually, I'm going to show you how this works on these words here. So I'm going to pick a word. I'm going to go for generation.
Generation.
There you go. And I'll try a different one as well. Let's try a different page. Okay. Kangaroo. Kangaroo as well. So yeah, so that's how it can kind of work with like singular words as well. A lot of individuals that we have using this on placement are using it for navigation purposes. So you can use it to read like larger signs. Or we've actually got a nursing student who's in a hospital using it to read the signs around the hospital to help them navigate it because they find it difficult to pronounce the medical words, the medical terminology, those sorts of things as well. So yeah, so that's the two different features of the OrCam Learn and kind of how it can help overcome reading challenges in study. There's nothing else really I need to show you in terms of kind of demonstration wise, but I mentioned earlier that there are some voice commands as well. There's an array of different voice commands that you can use to kind of to change the reading speed as well and change the reading rate or even the pause between words. So if you've got individuals that have issues with like auditory processing, you can actually slow that down as well to make it easier for them to understand. Okay. Right. That's it, everyone. A nice quick session, less than 20 minutes. Thank you very much for your time, everyone, today. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your days. Cheers, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.